Morning guys, so here we go. We got her back. We're heading out, picking up the sleigh that's been here since it broke down, and there's bait inside the sleigh, so of course these little martins have been trying to get in there. Look at the tracks all over the place here. Off that way, off this way. Walking up here. Can't figure it out, eh, Martin? Oh well. But this isn't my trap line, so. Oh, there's. Also, okay, that's a squirrel, I guess, because he climbed that tree right there. So. Anyways, we'll get going and see what damage we can do today. Shoot, I shouldn't say that. I don't mean damage on the snowmobile. I mean just, you know what I mean. See you down the trail, guys. Hey guys, we're in at the very first set of the day. Here's, you can see there's been some traffic in here. This here will be some of the non-licensed hunters going back there. There's some guys that come deer hunting back here all year long. So, and this here, I'm not sure what it'll be, but I'm hoping it's the lumber guys that are coming in next year to rip all the bush out of my trap line. We got our first lynx. Ooh. I didn't see that. It's covered in snow. Look here. I'll pull that up in a sec. Oh, there's been another lynx here since this one got caught. I hope he didn't eat anything. Or eat that one. No, he looks like he just walked up and smelt it. Right there's where the snare was. Let's see why this guy didn't get caught. The little bugger, he went right beside the snare, snuck his head in the side there. See that? Lynx. He went right there instead. Let's pack that. Oh, I can hear the quad coming from the guy that's deer hunting. Anyways, let me get this guy out of here. Oh, he stopped right there. Okay, I'll catch you later. Okay guys, so those hunters left now. Anyways, we got another big male. This one's, or female, I don't know, it's frozen, I can't tell, but it's a big, huge animal. You know, you see what I always talk about here, and this one's better than most, is that color of the belly fur. We always got that brown tinge to it, which is not what they're looking for. And if I could get this snare off its neck, because it's a little frozen on there, I could have just reused this snare. But I put a new one on, and we'll get motoring. Okay guys, we are now at the first marten trap of the day. You can see the trap is at least sprung. I don't know if there's anything. Oh, there's something in it. Nice looking marten. Yeah, good. Nice big male. Just kind of bland color, but he's good. Bait's still there. Oh, and hey guys, this is for all the guys that kept telling me, you know, geez dude, get some new boots. Look at that. New boots. These are the ones that are stocked at FHA. Kenny says they're good, so I'm willing to give them a whirl. Alrighty. We'll get this thing reset. Yeah, it's a nice looking marten. Nice heavy furred. Suitcase catch, which I don't particularly care for, but it is what it is. At least with these new traps, they're dead on a catch like that pretty much instantly, so they don't fight in there and rub much across the back. So they're right on. So that's 2 wolf snares, 2 link sets, and 1 marten set so far. Oh, 2 marten set. No, sorry, I did already check one. And I got a lynx and a marten. Groovy. Let's get going. Okay, so we're 2 more marten traps down towards the cabin, and there's traps sprung, but pretty sure there's gonna be nothing but a squirrel in it because I can't see anything. Oh, it used to be a weasel. And the rest of them's in there with the crap, so. Anyways, we'll get this thing reset and in there. Hey guys, we're at the camp. I'm just gonna drop the 2 critters off and then keep going because I got a lot to do today and I don't got much time to stop for coffee. But I just want to show you this. You remember earlier in the fall, the water was the lowest I've ever seen it. Remember I mentioned how, you know, that's sometimes bad because then the ice freezes right to the bottom at the bottom of the rapids, and then the water starts going over top. Well, now look how high that water is over the ice. Where there was better than 3 feet of clearance before freeze up, the water is right now touching the top of my bridge, which means if it goes up another foot and stays like flowing like it is right now, I ain't gonna be able to use the bridge. So I'll have to pull all the traps on this side and just run the line from the other way, or just make a trip in this side to the cabin and then go out and then make a trip in the other way to check the other traps. Look at that, that's amazing. And that's simply because the ice froze right over here. Right there is the bottom of the rapids, so the ice froze when it was really shallow. There was barely any water flowing through, and then just kept, you know, then the water, once it froze solid where the water couldn't get under anymore, it goes over top of the ice and then just keeps building and building. It freezes more, comes up even more, keeps going like that, and good times. Yeehaw. Let's go. See the water actually running here on top of the ice. But even at this level, into the bridge, I'm going to have to drive through water to get through here. Not far though, so no big deal. Okay guys, here we are, the second trap past the cabin. And we have our second marten of the day. Feet got hung up in here. And this is probably going to be either a big female or a juvenile male. But nice and dark. But here again, I remember if you remember back when I said about that video camera, trail camera that I had set at that one marten catch, and hopefully it would be caught on video. Well, it wasn't. It's one of those push button cameras that you turn on by, you know, pushing it and holding it to turn it off, and I hate those type. So I hadn't even turned the darn thing on apparently. But now this one here also has a camera on it. This is one of my real old ones. You can zoom in on it, you can probably see the glass right there is all broken from the bears. And it's been extremely cold, so who knows if it worked or not. And that's quite a ways away to have a little tiny martin trigger it. So anyways, well, we'll get this thing out of here, get another trap in there, and keep going. Doing better than I thought already today though, so that's good. Hey guys, we're down at a martin set here. We got ourselves a short-tailed weasel. Really big for a short tail, but because he was in there, you can see here what we missed. Big martin came in, but I guess the bait's frozen in there because he didn't get it out, so that's good. So hopefully I can open this trap because I don't want to walk all the way back to the sled and get another one. Alrighty. I also want to show you something on this weasel. You gotta watch. When you get them frozen like that, as soon as you start moving them, you see what comes out. All the fleas. And then you go quiet. And they go bury back down in the fur. And that guy's gone, that other one, that one there. I'm going to flick them all off. But as soon as I grab that thing again, they'll all come up and try and jump on me because I'm warm-blooded. But anyways, I'm having a hard time getting this trap spring over the other deal there. But alrighty, watch the fleas. They bring them in your house, and then your wife gets mad at you when they're crawling on her in bed. And I wanted to mention too, for the last 2 miles, I guess I got some educated wolves here, because there's 2 wolves going up my trail, and I mean, they don't follow it for long, then they go off, then they get back on. But every place where I have snares or have ever had snares set on the trail, they go off the trail and go around it. So they're probably part of a pack that I cleaned most of them out, and they're a little educated, so oh well, I'll have to set some new snares in new places. And where my bait station is, they stopped 100 feet before it, kind of milled around, the 2 of them, went in the bush, came back out about maybe 100 yards past where the bait station ends. So, yeah, they'll take some catching, those guys. Hey guys, we're over at our, is it our last link set? I think so. Anyways, you see there's a bunch of cat tracks here. But in here, we have a couple kittens and cats, and one of them is eaten. Medium little guy here. Typical crappy color. Over here we got a this snare here was sprung. The cat walked right through there. Chin lifter. See, he went right back there. And here now, I have an absolutely destroyed cat. And look at, they have just been trampling this all over the place. That is so depressing. This would have been the first triple, well, it is still the first triple, I guess, that I've had since, to tell you the truth, I don't know if I've ever had one. But, and I don't think any of this, oh, he's just freshly caught too. That's the other links. Now I'm saying nothing on this is salvageable for anything other than bait. Look at that. What an absolute shame. Anyways. Well, at least it's only one of them that was. I'll hang up the animal here and get a few more snares out. I'll use this guy for bait, I guess. But that one's in good shape still, so that's good. And it looks like there's at least 2 more lynx running around here, so. Oh, there's my buddy Chickadee. Hey buddy Chickadee, is it you that ate this lynx? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Alright, well, we'll get this thing set back up and get going. Okay, so here we got this lynx out, and you can see, look at the color of this thing. This is even uglier than my normal colored lynx here. That's just more brown than you ever want to see in one of these things. But anyways, it's a lynx. I'll replace the one snare. I was able to just reset it again. This one here was an old steel cable snare. It's I'm not going to use it again. I'm going to put a few more in here too, so that if something does get caught and the other ones come around looking to mess around with it, they'll get caught too, so before they get eaten. So anyways, alrighty. I don't know if the lens is dirty there, guys, or what. Let me see, where can I find my lens cleaner? I think it'd be in my, maybe it's just my eyes are foggy. Okay, maybe if I put my glasses on I can tell if it's good or not. Just my eyeballs are foggy. Okay, so there's the day's catch. That's that cat there is bigger than I thought it was, so that's probably the female. And the other one was the kit that was in there. And the 2 martins and the weasel. I'm going to have myself a coffee. You see, I got about an hour daylight left. The snow's starting to come down. Oh, what is a cheery looking fire, ain't it? Yeah, I bet you next time I come out here the water will be over that bridge. I mean, as long as it's only a couple inches I can scoot across there, but I'm not if it gets a foot over. That's the reason I built the bridge, was because the water was on the ice all the time and I couldn't get across. So now it's still going to try and get me, the dirty buggers. But anywho, hey, I just wanted to mention, there was a couple of viewers were asking me, don't you stay in your cabin? Or, and what a waste having a cabin like that if you're not going to stay in it. Well, yeah, there, now you can see the, well, here's the deal. I mean, I built the cabin for a safety thing and for a place to come out to, but I do not like being bored. So when I'm in my cabin in the winter time and it's dark by 5:30 and light again at 8 o'clock, that's 15.5 hours of darkness. And when I've got nothing but a Coleman lantern out here, where I can't, like with my eyes nowadays, I can't even read by the light of a Coleman lantern. So I'm going to bring out my big generator in the summer and build a little generator shack for it and stuff. Because, and the other problem is, I don't sleep a lot. 5 hours sleep is plenty for me. So if I'm in here 15.5 hours after dark, during the dark, and I only sleep in 5 or 6 hours, that's a lot of hours that I'm going to be bored. And there's one thing I hate in the world, well, there's lots of things I hate in the world, mostly people who are assholes, but if there's one thing I really don't like is being bored. And when you're out here, you know, just for overnight, like in the winter what it would be, the you know, frozen animals a lot of times will not be thawed by the morning, so you're just going to have to leave them frozen anyways to bring them home. And the third thing for right now is that my little Angel buggy is going to probably be moving an hour away in the spring, instead of being 100 yards from my house. So I'm not going to miss any time I can get with her over the winter, because it's going to be, after the spring, it's going to be not as regular, which will be a sad thing. I'm not going to enjoy that very much. But anyhow, she said I can FaceTime every night if I want. Anywho, so got a pretty good catch for the day. I'm happy with that. I wish that other lynx had been still good. It was a much nicer colored one than this, either of these two. And the martins are, you know, the ones that it'll be might go large, but I doubt it. But it's a nice dark one, and the other one's a nice big one, but light colored. So overall, happy, happy, happy. You know, considering I only have, let me see, what I'm gonna count them up here. I got 1, 2. I got 13 marten traps out, and I had 1, 2, 4 lynx sets out. I got a couple more now, so that's pretty good considering. Alrighty, keep your boots dry, guys. Gonna have a coffee and we're heading out.